We can do that if you like, Shuli.
Let's do news, because I know people love the news. They
people
wait
got to hear
for
what's
it.
going on.
You have to, yeah, you got to be informed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now it's time for Miserable Men News with your anchor man, Bob Levy.
Also, let me just remind people coming up, the rest of the Fem 5, and many, many more of your Valentine's Day calls.
Good evening. Here are the news stories I am supposed to read in my moronic manner by Bob Levy.
Shuli won. You're right. He said he'd read it.
I told you.
Tiny dinosaur fossil is found in China. As Petrodactyls got a small toothless and had unexpectedly curved toes.
Pair of
Yet
doctors?
scientists welcome their new finds as another piece of puzzle.
Did you say
of
welcoming?
Ancient life. We have this.
Walked into a barn.
We have this really amazing
What do you
creature.
do when you cross a pickle and a deer? A dildo.
All right, back to the news, please. John.
Sparrow size, which led essentially into trees.
Are you stupid or something?
Showing us a very new, very interesting side of evolutionary history of those animals, said Alexander W.
Alexander.
A. Kellner of the National Museum of Federal University of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Second story, former Mugabe loyalist expelled Hara Zimbabwe. The ruling party in Zimbabwe on Tuesday expelled a former loyalist who is now trying to upset President Robert Mugabe in March election. State radio reported Simba Makani, who announced his candidacy earlier this month, was fired as finance minister in 2002 in a disagreement over Mugabe over monetary policy.
That is some weird, wild stuff.
Opponents blame Mugabe for his economic meltdown that left Zimbabwe with the world's largest, highest official inflation of 26-700.
I am smart. I am smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Percent and acute shortages of gasoline, hard currency, food, and the most basic goods. I'm an ignoramus, said Bob.
What is wrong with you?
That's the news.
You got
one. It wasn't news to anybody.
Wait, you got one more.
Whoops. Haiti mobs dole out vigilante justice. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Mobs attacked two suspects kidnappers in Haiti's capital, stoning one to death. Local and U.S. police said Monday.
They stunned him to death? I'm sorry.
A man blamed for kidnapping in the Port-au-Prince suburb of Pettonville was pummeled with rocks and my jokes and killed last Saturday by neighbors in the seaside Soli slum, said Artiside Roseman, a Hayden police inspector from Levittown, PA, who oversees the area. Vigilante justice is common in Haiti as
Do you
corruption.
see that word looks like one earlier in the story, Bob? Vigilante?
Yes.
Okay.
And poor policing often led citizens to take laws into their own hands.
Very nice, Bob.
My favorite part. I'm sorry. My favorite part is when he's reading and it sounds like he goes from 45 to 33. When we go to the vigilante.